Ciao ragazzi, eccoci stasera con una nuova chiacchierata per far la conoscenza con un altro dei protagonisti della prossima Red Bull XAlps 2025. Attesissima 12ª edizione della più appassionante gara di Hike and Fly al mondo. Quest'anno FIVL con i suoi canali e con il sottoscritto è stata invitata formalmente e accreditata come media press nella competizione. Quindi saremo presenti nei giorni preparatori allo start, durante la gara e poi durante lo svolgimento saremo di nuovo live con i teams, i piloti, gli organizzatori che man mano avranno modo di collegarsi con noi. Ok, siamo pronti? Questa sera non indugiamo oltre, siamo pronti per parlare con...
My name is Lars Meerstetter. I'm from beautiful Haslital in Switzerland. I'm very much looking forward to the biggest challenge of all the hike and fly races in the world, the Red Bull XAlps.
Okay, we go. Okay, so welcome Lars to the FIVL Live Nights. Thank you to be with us tonight. So we are going to talk about the XAlps 2025, and so thanks again to be with us. Thank you.
It's a pleasure. Thank you.
Okay, good. So Lars, you are a rookie in the race, talking about the competition, but you have been already there as a supporter in the last edition. So, can you please tell us something about yourself and your experience in paragliding and hike and fly?
Yes, I fly since 11 years now. I do hike and fly competitions for 5 years now, and have some experiences at almost all the hike and fly races in Europe, because I really like to travel and to go to different races, and so XAlps is the last one, which I haven't been yet.
Right. I remember I saw you in the last year in the Dolomiti Superfly, and you were racing together with Aaron and Toby, really until the last second, I would say. I mean, it was a fantastic race to see you compete. Really, it was like a Formula One race, so fast, and you were one after the other just there. So, do you believe the XAlps will be more or less the same, in the same way?
Yes, I think so. The group, the four of us at the Dolomiti, who were racing like 3 days together, the level at the XAlps will be like this and even higher. So it would be nice to be able to race with the best for as long as possible. And I think like 15 people more or less will have a very close race, like we had in Dolomiti. So no time for errors, and always, every second counts almost.
Yeah, sure. Also, if it will be the same as we have seen 2 years ago, where the race was so fast, and it was really unbelievable that only after 8-10 days, the first pilots were already arriving to the end. So really, it was so close, impossible to lose only few seconds, as you say, and then you are behind. So it's really, it's gonna be really tough.
Yes, I think it's gonna be the same. It's getting more and more professional year for year. The athletes are very well prepared physically, and some young guys, young French guys, always pushing on the road, so you have to keep up there. And then in the air, there are some other French guys and Swiss guys always pushing to the limit. And so if you lose at one point, you will maybe lose the group, and you won't be able to catch up, I guess.
Sure, yeah, I believe so too. So, tell me something about your team. I know your main supporter is Menke, but then how is composed your team?
We are a very big team. We have 5 supporters, and there is also my father. He is a driver and cook. Then, then there is my trainer. She wrote like my training plans, and she's very fit on the road. Then there is another good paragliding pilot, Yannick. And he's also very fast to hike up. And then there is also my girlfriend. She's a physiotherapist, and so we have everything what is needed, and we have a very good team spirit. We're very good friends.
You know each other, and you are very well. Let's say it's a good wheel turning all together. Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
We have been also at XPeer together, and it worked very well. So
I see. Very well. Can you tell us something about your training, which is your routine to be prepared for the race?
I have a training plan, which I'm following as good as possible, which contains out of maybe 15 hours a week of physical training. And then I try to catch every good day in the air to fly as much as possible before the race in all the possible conditions.
Right. Yeah, because we always say that I can fly race for sure. You must be fit to be able to walk a lot. But if you want to win, it's flying. I mean, you have to fly a lot in all conditions and as much as possible. So for sure, I understand what you mean. And you told me the XAlps is the last race that is missing in your palmarès. So what does this fantastic race means to you?
It is like the Olympics in our sport. So the one which you cannot only just sign in and go, so you have to qualify somehow with good results in other competitions or good flights or whatever. And then only the best pilots from the world are participating. So it's the highest level and the longest race. So it's just how can I say it? Yeah, it's like the Olympics or the World Championships.
The Olympics, yeah.
I can fly, yeah.
Right. I saw that this is also your sentence on the XAlp official page. Red Bull XAlp is the Olympic of I can fly. Yeah,
Yes.
I noted here. Yes, and also during last year, I was reading that in 22 days you were able to complete together with Nicola Henninger, which is also competing in the XAlp, the 48 peaks over 4,000 meter of Switzerland. So I believe that one was also a very nice training, let's say, to be able to be mountaineering a lot and flying.
Yes, it was a very, very nice challenge, a very nice project we had. I would say a best preparation for the race, but it was not meant to be preparation. It was just another goal we had, another idea. In the end, of course, it helped a lot to get into the race, but it was long, but it was not always in the race mode. Every second count. It was more about doing very smart decisions,
right,
without time pressure. So, but it helped a lot for sure too.
Sure. Yeah, because we have to remember always that this kind of I can fly races really demand a lot in terms of, let's say, being fit and being able to think about what you are doing, even if you are very tired. Because for sure, the first, second, third day, it's okay. But then when you are being for a week, for 8 days, every day walking a lot, flying a lot, so it becomes easy to make mistakes. So in this way, it is so important to be prepared and fit, I believe.
Yes, that's maybe the most important part to make us as 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 less the least mistake possible. And for this, our project was also good because we hadn't a lot of sleep for 2 weeks, and we're flying and walking every day. I'm trying to make smart decisions all day long, like we should do at the XAlps as well, with
Sure, absolutely. I
tired
believe it
mind.
was a very nice training. Lars, who is your mentor? I mean, maybe today or also in the past when you were younger and you were looking to other pilots.
I don't have a real mentor like one I I was looking to for many years. There are a lot of good pilots. I try to learn a lot from them.
Hmm?
Of course, there is Kriegel in hike and fly races. There is also a very good Swiss cross country pilot, Sebastian, who is doing amazing flights. From him, I can learn a lot just by watching his flights.
Right. Mm. And I know you had also a very good result into the 2000 last year I Can Fly championship in Switzerland. You won it, so for sure that one was also, I believe, a very nice preparation for the XAlp.
Yes, this was a very beautiful race. It was at my home place, so I could fly my home mountains at this
Mm.
race. It's different because it's a very short race. It starts at 10 in the morning and ends at 3 in the afternoon, and it's like
Right,
daily tasks, and so there is even more. Every second counts, but uh, it's it's not that much about a good route or good flying skill or good endurance. It's more about very smart, small decisions, and it's also very nice. But I like more the long races like X-Pier, Dolomiti, and X-Alps.
I see. I see. Right. So, talking about something more, let's say, personal in your life, what do you do when you are not flying or hiking? Which are your, let's say, other favorite sports or your what you like to do in your free time?
Mostly skiing. In
Ah,
wintertime, skiing is at the same priority than flying. And
right.
then during summer, it's mostly flying, a little bit of mountain biking, a little bit of mountaineering, but just as a second or third priority. There
I see.
is flying during the summertime.
Right. But skiing, it's for you like also a sport, a competitive sport. You do also competition in skiing?
No,
No,
I did when I was a child, but it's just it's a good training if you go ski touring, and it's a lot of fun if you have good snow or you're on the slope, um, but not with a competition um,
I see.
mindset or something.
Right. Yeah. So it's just your, let's say, free time, go to ski and also relax, let's say. Yeah. And think, sure. So this is a question that I ask to every pilot. We talk sometimes about magical moments. So when is which is your magical moments in flying? You have something particular, something special, some flights which is really in your heart.
I have several flights, and it's always the same moment. That's when I do big cross country flights from my home mountain, going through the whole half of Switzerland, and then try to get back. And then if I can manage with the more or less the La thermal to get up to the highest peaks from our region, the very beautiful iconic peaks where we are looking to every day, and if I can manage to fly over them, and then with knowing I can land back home in my garden and having a beer with my friends, and still enjoying this moment on 4,000 meter in the evening. There are several, but all like this. which are my.
I see. So when you are, let's say, sure that you can close your flight back home and land wow, fantastic, absolutely fantastic.
Exactly, and
Absolutely
it's funny. It's way more magical if I can close my flight at home than when I'm somewhere else. It's not the same feeling to make it back to the car or something than make it back home to.
Yeah, absolutely. I understand what you mean. Absolutely. I agree with you. Absolutely. For sure, in Switzerland, I believe there is a very big tradition of hike and fly pilots. For sure, Krieger is from there, Patrick von Kanel, and many others, which I don't, so many. But what do you think the XAlp means for the hike and fly community in Switzerland? Is it something very, very strong? You have a lot of people following it?
Yes, not only in the hike and fly community in the whole flying community in Switzerland, and even in outdoor sports community, the XAlps is a very big thing in Switzerland. The other hike and fly race no one else knows, but then the XAlps, everyone is like, oh yeah, I know this race Salzburg to Monaco somehow. And in the scene itself, it's a very big issue. So people, they spend hours on live tracking and following on the route, and
Yeah.
I guess the same in northern Italy, maybe. But
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, for me personally, when I'm at work and the race is on, I have two computers. One is on the live, and the other one is for working because it's impossible to stop only for 1 hour. Yeah, but really, it's fantastic. So the route is gonna be announced on the 19th. What do you expect this year? You have some places that you would like to have into the route? You know already something?
I hope they don't make even more turn points than the one who are already official,
Mm?
because there is every turn point is like limiting the possible route options, because the distance between turn points is getting shorter, and then everyone takes the same route, what makes the race less interesting. So I like to visit Niesen and St. Moritz and Meran and those places, but please stop to put in more and more turn points.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. It is an interesting point that you are saying because for sure, if you have a lot of turn points, it's good for the people that they want to come and see the athletes passing by. But on your side, then you are obliged to follow more or less the same mountain, the same valley, because for sure, if you have to make so many turn points, the route is going to be less. You have less possibility to make your own way. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, absolutely. So, Lars, so many pilots would like to follow the steps of the pilots which are arriving to the XAlp. Which suggestion would you like to give to young pilots that they want to improve and get better, and then maybe one day be able to participate in the XAlp?
They should go flying as much as possible, cross-country flying.
Mm?
Physical training is in the beginning not that important. It's all about flying and do their own thing, not just fly where everyone else is flying, and maybe do less social media and go more flying. To become good and independent pilots in every weather and in every region.
Right. Yeah. So you say it is different from a classical PVC race where you see all the group and then maybe two groups, but more or less flying one next to the other. In hike and fly races, it's more really be by yourself and be able to take the good decision. Let's say, and this comes from experience.
Yes, exactly. As long as you are in the group, then it's very, very nice to have this competition flying skills when you can, and then you can just follow the ones who do good decisions anyway, like Grigel or Maxim or Patrick. But then if you lose the group, or if you make a gap between them and you don't know what to do, then then you will not be able to be good ranked in the XAlps in the end.
Right.
Because one time you will be alone completely in a remote valley which is not on the main cross country tracks, and that is, in my opinion, what you need to train a lot, or just follow your the sense of adventure, not just following the others.
Right. Absolutely. Which is not absolutely easy to do. I mean, it's the most difficult thing to do, I believe.
Yes,
To
but
leave,
also
let's say, yeah,
also the nicest thing to do.
Yeah, to leave the comfort zone of usual flights and so on. Absolutely. Yeah. Okay, Lars. So, thanks a lot for this interview. I will be also in Kitzbühel to see the start, so we will have the chance to meet in person. And I thank you very, very much for being with us. Now, this interview will go on the YouTube and Facebook of the Italian Federation FIVL. And so, all the best for the race, and we see in Kitzbühel.
Thank you very much for taking your time, and yes, see you in Kitzbühel.
Okay.
3 months, exactly.
Yes,
3 months.
very short time. Thank you. Bye,
Perfect.
Bye bye.
Rinaldo. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you.